Hello and welcome to the Cal's Organic Kitchen podcast. I'm Anthony, the company director, and I'm here with our co-founder, Carol Frasor. She's been supporting people with various health conditions over the last 6 years and more recently, people with eczema. She's a qualified naturopath, aromatherapist, and nutritionist. And today we're talking about how to get rid of hyperpigmentation. So, Carol, I'm going to put that question to you. How do we get rid of hyperpigmentation?
Right, well, I'm going to talk about some natural ingredients that's actually helped to take away the hyperpigmentation from people's skin. We have two products which has been effective in doing this. And in each one, they contain the base ingredients of coconut oil, shea butter, lavender, and frankincense. That is one particular product, and that's the base in all of our Dermazeam products, which give it the Dermazeam brand. The second one I want to talk to you about has all of those ingredients, but it also contains eucalyptus oil. Eucalyptus oil is added as an antifungal element, and these two products have been effective in getting rid of hyperpigmentation. Now, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to see the results for yourself and have a look at these photographs, which will give you a clear indication of how these two products have worked to remove hyperpigmentation. So if you've got those pictures, could you start showing them, Anthony, so that
Yes,
we
I'm
can
just
get a
sharing
clear
my screen now.
indication of how these two products have worked to get rid of the hyperpigmentation. So here we have a woman who actually purchased the eucalyptus Dermazeam. Now, the eucalyptus Dermazeam was something that she actually purchased for her locks because it can be used on the scalp as well. All our products can be used on the scalp, but particularly eucalyptus Dermazeam because of the antifungal element, which helps to cleanse the scalp. And you can use it on your skin. And she did. She liked the texture of the cream. She liked how it was smoothing on her skin. And when she started using it on her face, and if you can see the hyperpigmentation around her forehead, along the sides of her face, and you can see the patches where she's got the lighter patches and the dark patches around the top of her face and around her chin and mouth. And in the second photo, the hyperpigmentation has completely gone and her skin is glowing. And I remember catching up with this woman, and she'd said to me, she caught herself in the mirror 2 weeks on after using eucalyptus Dermazeam and noticed a difference in her skin. And her mother had told her how her skin had actually changed. She asked her, wow, your skin's different. And as you can see clearly, the results show you exactly what eucalyptus Dermazeam has done for her. In the second picture, we have a young boy of 10 years old, and you may have seen the story of Caleb, which is posted here on our channel, where I am speaking to him about having used Dermazeam. Now, remember, Dermazeam has the coconut oil, shea butter, lavender, and frankincense, and this is what he was using. He developed ringworm, and the ringworm, as a result, had left a hypopigmentation on his skin, where you can see quite a pinkish tone, and also the hyperpigmentation, where you can see the darker area. Now, Caleb had heard our conversation with his mother, where she was talking about using the cream for her hands because she's got very dry, hard hands, and she wanted to try it out for herself. And he thought to himself, I wonder whether this cream would work for me. Now, I had no idea that the creams could actually help so much with hyperpigmentation and hypopigmentation. So there's two things going on here. We've got the darker area for the hyperpigmentation and the hypopigmentation of the pinkish area of the skin. And if you can see the before, you can see the darker and lighter, the darker area and the pinker area compared to the after results. Now, in the video, which you can view here, I asked him the question, how long before your skin began to clear? And he said about 4 to 5 days. And I actually did see him on the 5th day and talk to him and his mother, and you can view that video here on our channel. So we're going to move on to the next picture of the before and after of Caleb, and then we'll see. That's it. This is the before and after of a lady in Texas suffering with eczema. And as you can see in the left hand picture, her hand is not only just inflamed, but you can see the hyperpigmentation on the middle finger and a little bit in the main part of her hand. But the main part is the middle finger, where it's quite dark. It's quite significantly dark. And then in the second photo, you can see this after picture. And when she sent me the after picture, it was actually 2 weeks on from when she first started using Dermazeam. So Caleb used Dermazeam, and so did Calandra in this picture here. And that was the coconut oil, shea butter, lavender, and frankincense. And Cheryl, the lady with the hyperpigmentation on her face, she used eucalyptus Dermazeam, which helped her overcome her hyperpigmentation altogether. And you can see it's happened with the Dermazeam here in this case for Calandra. Thank you very much, Anthony, for the pictures.
No problem. And I think it's really interesting, actually, because what's good about using natural ingredients is that there's very little risk. So you can apply as and when. And I think there are some alternative solutions out there where they're not natural ingredients, and they do come with slightly more risk. You have to use them at certain times of the day because they might be sensitive to sunlight, or you might have to apply them for a limited amount of time, or you might have to mix them with other ingredients to make them less potent. I think what's really great about the Dermazeam is you can just use it as and when, and you don't have to worry really about causing any more damage to your skin.
That's right. It's 100% plant-based with organic ingredients. And just as I stated, those ingredients, nothing more, nothing less. And it's great to see those results. And it's still surprising what Dermazeam is really doing here. And we've got other people who are using it now and talking about the results they've had. Time after time, the common feedback is, my dark marks have disappeared. And not everybody sends pictures, but they talk about how the dark marks have faded. And a woman of having suffered with eczema for 15 years had dark marks on her skin. And she's come forward and said, Carol, one of the things I've seen is that the dark marks have gone. My skin is softer, it's smoother. And she's still using the cream today because she likes the texture of the cream. She likes the fact that it's natural, and she wants to apply something that isn't going to be risky, that does agree with her skin and has helped her skin and will help her skin in the long term. As she gets the odd flare, she can keep using it again. And some people do buy it and use it just on the patches that they're having the flare-ups, and some of them use it all over because they really love the texture of the cream and how it makes their whole body, you know, glow with health, feel softer. It's very nourishing, and yeah, it's plant-based, it's organic, and it's 100% natural.
Absolutely. I use it myself on my face, and it's helped a lot to get rid of some of the dark marks there and balance my skin tone personally as well. I now use the Velvet more so than the skin renewing cream for my face. But I like both creams. Basically, they do the same thing. I like to just alternate to mix it up a bit. But if there's nothing else you'd like to add, I will end the stream now. If you have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, please do add them in the comments. Carol, is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Just one thing though, remember you had pinkish patches on your skin where your folliculitis was developing, and it's evened out the skin tone now on your scalp, which is really, really good news.
That's right. It was one of the first things to go. Sorry?
You said it was one of the first things to go.
That's right, on my scalp. And yeah, other than the dryness, which is you almost take it for granted because the Dermazeam is so good at moisturizing, but I found I didn't have to reapply it so many times because of the dryness, but also the redness and balance of the skin tone happened quite, the redness had reduced and the balance in the skin tone had happened quite quickly within a few days actually. So yeah, that is definitely the more powerful, one of the more powerful benefits of the Dermazeam cream.
We did show a picture of an example of eczema sufferer with eczema on her face, where she had the dark, really dark patches, compared to the other picture where the hyperpigmentation had gone, and that was in 2 weeks. Now, the thing about it is, I'll just finish with this. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee because not everybody is going to get super fast results. You have to be patient with it, like with anything that you use on your skin. Your skin needs to get used to it, and you need to be consistent with it. Use it daily, and at least a minimal of morning and night for hyperpigmentation, at least twice daily. And I usually check in with people, see how they're going, but you've got all those weeks to really trial it. And if it doesn't work for you, you have our guarantee. I originally developed this cream for my daughter for her eczema, and it was a bonus that the dark marks had disappeared. And I'm quite happy to extend that guarantee to people who have dark marks as well. But like I said, be patient and be consistent. And if you want more of these videos, please do subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're getting regular updates.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your support and for watching to the end. Again, if you have any questions for Carol, please do drop them in the comments below and we'll try to include them in the next videos. Or you can go onto our website and you can apply to us. You can write to us directly on WhatsApp. So thank you very much for watching. We will
Thank
see
you.
you in the next one.
Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Bye for now.